Good afternoon, everyone, especially to Ma'am Lisa L. Kimson. Hello po, ma'am. Good afternoon po. In our group, I was tasked to report on a code of ethics for education administrations. In the Philippines, we are guided by the Civil Service Commission, or also known as the CSC. Okay, this is a government agency which is their task is to promote the morale of employees in the government. Okay, efficiency, they look into the efficiency, integrity, responsiveness, progressiveness, and courtesy of the civil service. Okay, so they play a vital role for the government employees po. Okay, so here is we discuss about RA 6713, or also known as the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees. Okay? So sakop po ito ng mga nasa gobyerno po. Okay? So we have 4 aspects on Code of Ethics for Education Administrations. Number 1 is Civil Service Commission role and responsibilities. Under this, we have 3 components. Okay, first component is we have enforcement of RA 6713. Ano nga po ba ang nilalaman po niyan? This means that the civil service has the capacity to implement the law, like to investigate, okay, to initiate administrative actions, disciplinary measures, okay, refer cases for prosecutions to the appropriate authorities. Okay. Next another is we have the monitoring and evaluation. For monitoring and evaluation, okay, the civil service monitors the performance and conduct of public servants, including those in the education sector. So, tayo po yan. Okay? To ensure adherence and ethical principles according principles under the role and responsibilities. Next is we have the disciplinary actions. Under the disciplinary actions, the civil service has the authority to investigate, impose disciplinary actions against public officials and employees who violate the code of ethics. So dito, pwedeng kung hindi man si principal po, hindi si principal po ang mag-impose ng suspension, civil service po ang magbibigay po niyan. So next, number 2 is the ethical principles in educational administration. Okay? Number 1 there is we talk about the accountability of public officials. Public administrators in educations are expected to be accountable to the people they serve, ensuring transparency and responsibilities. Okay? Then next, we have the integrity and honesty. For the integrity and honesty, okay, administrators must uphold the highest standards of honesty and integrity in all their dealings, avoiding conflicts and interests, and maintaining ethical conduct in financial matters and others. Okay? And then next, professionalism and competence. So, with that, okay, educational administrators are expected to demonstrate professionalism, competence, and dedications to their role, continuously improving their skills and knowledge, like upholding ethical standards, demonstrating expertise in their fields, and actively seeing opportunities professional growth. Okay, next, impartiality and fairness. Administrators must treat all individuals with fairness and impartiality, avoiding discriminations and ensuring equal opportunities at all. In other words, no favoritisms, equal treatment of your subordinates. Okay. Next is loyalty and patriotism. So if we talk about loyalty and patriotism, public administrators in education are expected committed to loyal to government. Take note of that, okay? And the Filipino people, promoting national values and conducting to the development of the nation. Okay. Next, transparency and openness. Okay, for transparency and openness, administrators should be transparent in their decision-making process and promote open communications with stakeholders. Okay, so loyalty, transparency, and openness. And number 3 is the specific examples relevant to educators. So, under this, we have upholding the code of ethics for professional teachers. The Civil Service, along with the Professional Regulation Commission or the PRC, ensures that teachers adhere to the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, which emphasize the responsibilities to students, the profession, and community. Okay? The next, promoting a culture of ethics. Civil Service Commission, along with Professional Regulation Commission, okay, ensures that teachers adhere code of ethics for professional teachers. And another is handling complaints and grievances. Okay, medyo malala naman po ito. So, for the Civil Service Commission provide mechanisms for handling complaints and grievances related to ethical violations in the education sectors. Of course, in guiding principles for leadership, papasok po dyan pa rin yung integrity, accountability, transparency, and commitment for serving public good. Okay? So, yan po ang tatandaan po natin. Okay? And then next, we have also the impact of followers. For the impact of followers, the ethical conduct of leaders has a significant impact on the behavior and values of those they lead. In other words, a leader has a positive behavior. Okay? And lastly is we have the border community welfare. Educational administrators are responsible for promoting the border community welfare of students, teachers, and parents. Okay? To initiate programs, responsibilities taken by the civil servant, especially in border areas, to ensure the well-being, development, and security of communities living near national border. Okay? Okay? So, yan po yung short details about the Code of Ethics of Education Administration. Okay? So, although hindi naman na bago ito sa atin, pero syempre, as a teacher, we know our duties and responsibilities. Okay? In other words, we have to set a good examples to our students. Okay? Thank you po.